Any weapons in the vehicle?
I don't answer questions. What'd you pull me over for? Because I wasn't speeding.
Unusual noise from the exhaust. Mr. Richard, can I have you step out for me? Can I pat you down?
No.
Okay.
Bait truck activated.
On December 12th, 2024, in Mesa, Arizona, my friend Richard Weed, also known as Arizona Unfiltered on YouTube, was subjected to a traffic stop. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take another look at an incident that I posted recently out of Mesa, Arizona. My friend Richard, or AZ Unfiltered, was pulled over in December for unusual noises emanating from his truck. During this traffic stop, he was arrested for misconduct involving weapons for refusing to answer the officer's questions. Let's take a fresh look at this incident since the body cams have been released.
I don't see any signs. No, 45. Wait. I'll see 40. Yeah, 45. Oh, damn, we might get it. No, he got him on my ass once or twice already. Ow.
All right, officer, I'm in police department. Any weapons in the vehicle?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions. Okay,
No.
driver's license, insurance, registration.
Sure. What'd you pull me over for? Because I wasn't speeding.
Unusual noise from the exhaust.
Lying ass motherfucker. Well, I got everything on dash cam, so when we go to court for that, you'll learn a few things.
You can verbally tell me what you want to do. Your policy is stated, especially when you are dealing with somebody other than a passenger. What is your name and badge number? Good boy. Good boy. What's your name and badge number?
Thank you, sir. Mr. Richard Weed from Pine, Arizona. Mr. Richard, can I have you step out for me? Can I pat you down?
No.
Okay, let's step to the back of my truck, okay? Or the back of your truck. You have a massive knife in your pocket. You have a massive knife in your pocket, okay? We're gonna take that while we talk. Any other weapons on you?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know that if you don't inform me of a firearm, if you have one by state law, that's a crime. Do you have a firearm on you? Very specific
I don't
question.
answer questions.
Very specific question.
I don't answer questions.
That is a very specific question. Hang out with my partners, okay?
Yep.
We're gonna stop over here, Westwood and 7th. There's a weapon up here. Looks like an axe.
Will you just stay up here with them?
Yeah, I got you. Hey, watch the axe on the window.
I'm not required to give you my badge number if you're not part of the investigation. If you're failing to identify yourself, I don't have to provide it to you, okay? I'll provide it to the driver.
Policy.
Shit. Don't put that in my face.
Why are you so upset?
Dude, he's blinding me with this flashlight.
You can't see.
No, you're being a piece of shit, mother. What you doing?
Why are you doing
Because you're talking shit. Shut the f up. You're not part of this, right? So shut the f up. Just like you guys told him.
So angry.
Okay, let me get my flashlight and shine it in your eyes.
So why are you being upset with me?
Because you're opening your gap.
Like that?
Don't try to defend him. Won't get. At the end of the day, dude, I'm going home, so you. Yep.
Okay, can I get a phone number for you?
No.
Okay.
There you go. Kyle. I don't wear a son's gear. Got everything right there being recorded on dash cam. He's got all this shit, so.
That's fine, we're recording too, so I'm not scared of cameras, my guy.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, no, you're the only department that tapes off the camera. The only department. Oh, it's because you got dudes that are good shit. Yeah. You guys can turn them off whenever you want. You took me out of the car. I can't do anything for you now. I don't have a way to do that for you.
I believe there's somebody in your passenger seat that can grab that for you. Is it okay if you grab that for you?
If he wants to give me my phone.
Okay, let's do that. So you don't get a citation for no proof of insurance and what you're operating on. Okay?
You'll get dismissed regardless.
Is it on
My
your
cell phone. Yeah, it's on my phone.
Okay.
All right. Just confirm with your VIN there. 7. This one is showing for just a Ford. That one says F250. This one doesn't specify, neither does the state of Arizona. Is that for this? Is it registered wrong on your insurance?
This is an F-250.
Yeah, state of Arizona has this just as a Ford truck.
So, it's a Ford truck.
Yeah, it's not going to be a valid policy for this truck. It's
Yeah,
got to
it is.
say Ford truck.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, well, what's your expiration date on that one? 25. Okay. You got the ADOT code on there. Everything else looks right besides the F-250 part. So I would get with your insurance company after this and make sure that it says Ford truck, okay? Because the state of Arizona MVD has it just listed as truck, okay?
What are you opening my door for?
You can't be opening the door.
Here's why I personally believe this officer got everything wrong. The cop pulled someone over for loud exhaust, but then decided to take it an extra step further and take the axe from the vehicle just because it was there. Here's the problem. Seeing an axe isn't enough to legally seize it. The Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches and seizures, meaning there needs to be reasonable suspicion that the axe is an imminent threat. Saying it's dark or they seem nervous isn't enough without suspicious behavior showing the axe was about to be used as an actual weapon. The officer could have simply ordered everyone out of the car. That's legal under Mims and Wilson for officer safety during any traffic stop. If there was real concern, documenting specific actions or threats related to the axe would have been the right move, not just grabbing it because it looked scary. When this gets to court, the defense is going to say, "Where's the proof this axe was a threat right then and there?" Without clear, specific reasons beyond a generic fear, a judge might rule the seizure was unconstitutional. If the officer's story doesn't match up with any video or witness accounts, it's even weaker. Now, there are some legal nuances, and the law gives cops some leeway for safety, but there's a line. They need more than just a hunch or general nervousness to justify invading your privacy or property. This case would hinge on whether the officer's actions were truly based on an immediate threat or just an overreaction or a fishing expedition. Remember, Law enforcement's power is checked by the Constitution, and when they overstep, there are consequences. After pulling Richard out of the vehicle to conduct the conversation at the rear of the vehicle, an officer watching the passenger, otherwise known as Tempe Against Police Violence, or Darien, observed an axe in plain view, entered the vehicle without any consent, and discovered a handgun in the driver's door pocket that was also in plain view. Once the legally carried handgun that was in plain view was discovered by the officers, Richard was immediately arrested and charged with misconduct involving weapons under Arizona Revised Statute 133102.
You asked me if I had a gun on.
No, Mr. Richard.
You did.
I've been doing this for 11 years.
Okay, well,
every single time I walk up to a
call the
truck, I say,
supervisor,
any
please.
firearms, any weapons in the vehicle, and you said, I don't answer
and
questions.
so you pulled me out of the vehicle to
Yep.
make sure that I didn't have anything on
No,
me.
that's not it. That's not what the Arizona State Revised Statute says, okay?
Now, there's some important things to understand about this arrest. Under Arizona Revised Statute 133102, misconduct involving weapons includes specific scenarios where an individual must respond to law enforcement during vehicle stops or contact in general, but this doesn't mean they have to answer all questions. Here's a quick rundown. The statutory requirements for ARS 133102 A1B states that it is a crime to lie to a police officer about having a deadly weapon when asked during contact. However, this does not compel you to answer any questions whatsoever beyond the direct inquiry about carrying a concealed weapon. You can legally say, I don't answer questions. This completely aligns with your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, which protects against self-incrimination. You're not obligated to provide information that might incriminate you, apart from giving your name if and when lawfully detained. The definition of misconduct involving weapons under this statute involves knowingly carrying a weapon to further a crime or lying about having one when directly asked by a police officer during contact. Simply choosing not to answer other questions does not constitute misconduct at all. Any police officer, especially one with 11 years of experience, should understand this distinction. Not knowing or misapplying this law would be embarrassing because it's fundamental to both Arizona law enforcement training and constitutional rights. Any experienced officer should recognize that silence is not the same as deceit or non-compliance. This dude is stupid or doing this intentionally.
You're under arrest.
Let's go.
Anything else on you that's going to poke me, stick me, stab me? Otherwise, put me or my friends in the hospital.
No.
Okay.
Now pay close attention to what these cops say as they rifle through my friend's truck. They slip up and let us know why they really stopped him. It wasn't for loud noises, it was for a sticker.
This?
So that.
Yeah, I thought it was a straw too. I'm on, by the way. I thought it was a straw. Yeah, dude, I just saw the piece of wood and I'm like, that's a fucking axe. That'll do some damage.
That's why I was, because I saw it and I was standing like kind of this way.
But did you off? So is enough to get me? What I really want to do is open the door just to see if there's anything in here. So I'm like, we're good to remove the weapon. Just like having a gun, right? You can remove the gun. So
Yeah. Jeez. As soon as I saw the ramp behind his car, I was like, yep.
Did you guys recognize it?
I slowed down.
No, did you see the back? It's like, fuck police and all that stuff. Okay.
That's exactly why he pulled over. No.
Alright, all in the back.
Like I said, officers can't just seize the axe because it's there and it's scary. They need a reasonable justification beyond it was dark or they were acting nervous. And he didn't even say any of that. If you heard him, he said he saw the axe and just wanted to use it as a justification to further search inside of the truck, which turned up the pistol. Fruit of the poison tree, anyone? And besides that, these officers clearly articulated that the traffic stop was over an FTP sticker, a fuck the police sticker. Yeah. They pulled him over because of a sticker, not because of engine noises. Anyway, Richard has had his first court date and was kind enough to record an update as to how that went. Here he is.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Az Unfiltered, America's sweetheart. I have an update for you on my arrest that took place in Mesa, Arizona last month. We went to a hearing that was a arraignment hearing. Thought it was going to be a pretrial hearing, but turns out it was another arraignment hearing. They did offer a plea deal. This plea deal consisted of me paying them $1,000 and surrendering my firearm to the city of Mesa. I couldn't take that plea deal. Maybe if they would have amended the charges to, I don't know, something about my exhaust or whatever as a traffic ticket. Yeah, whatever, traffic ticket. We all pay them. Who cares? Whatever. But they did not drop this one, so we're going to go ahead and go to trial with this. So I don't normally do this. It is on my page. It's always been on my YouTube channel this whole time. I do have a PayPal account. It's been up here in the background the whole time. If you guys feel the generosity in your blood to donate, go ahead and do that. I'm not asking. I'm not begging. I'm fighting this on my own. I don't have the money for an attorney, and I'm not asking for the money for the attorney. So with all that in mind, there's your update, and hope everything goes well in this case, guys.
Journalists, we have a special jail for journalists.
Richard was immediately arrested and charged with misconduct involving weapons under Arizona Revised Statute 133102, which requires an accurate answer when an officer asks whether a person is carrying a concealed deadly weapon. The prosecution of this case, led by Assistant City Prosecutor Austin Brooks, contends that Richard's refusal to respond violated this statute. However, the evidence demonstrates the firearm was not concealed as defined by ARS 133102, which excludes visible firearms from the statute's scope completely. A fact the prosecution itself concedes in its very own filings, noting the gun was in plain view when the officers seized it. Yet they're continuing with the prosecution. In further examination of the statute's exact wording and what the officer asks Richard reveals additional defects in the state's case. The officer's question, are there any weapons in the vehicle, does not align with the statutory requirement of inquiring specifically about a concealed deadly weapon. ARS 133102 imposes a duty to answer accurately only when that precise question is posed. And as evidenced by body camera and dash camera footage,
Any weapons in the vehicle?
I don't answer questions.
it absolutely was not posed like that. Richard's response, invoking silence or simple refusal to answer the question altogether, does not constitute a failure to accurately answer, as the statute does not mandate speech and the Fifth Amendment protects against compelled self-incrimination. Moreover, the search of the vehicle violated the Fourth Amendment. Under Terry v. Ohio and Michigan v. Long, a protective search requires a specific, articulable facts indicating immediate danger, and those facts were completely and utterly absent here. Given the axe's passive presence and the availability of less intrusive measures, such as ordering the passenger to exit per Maryland v. Wilson. Also, the prosecution's reliance on the plain view doctrine fails, as the initial entry lacked any legal or lawful justification, rendering subsequent seizure of the axe and then the handgun inadmissible. The integrity of the traffic stop itself is in question. No objective evidence, such as a decibel meter, supports that the noise violation he was initially even pulled over for, and audio from Richard's dash cam suggests the stop was motivated by a vehicle sticker, not the exhaust. A discrepancy undermining the officer's probable cause. This renders the stop completely unlawful, tainting all evidence as fruit of the poison tree. So to conclude, as far as we can conclude until the case concludes, on February 19th, 2025, Prosecutor Brooks acknowledged the case's weakness in a recent court date that Richard attended, reducing the plea offer from initial arraignment from $1,000 and firearms surrendered to just $300 and that's it. Yet he persists in prosecution, possibly under the direction from Mesa leadership, who knows. Richard has filed several motions to dismiss, citing the firearms visibility, the improper question, the unconstitutional search, and his protected silence. Additional motions to suppress evidence and compel discovery, including officer communications, interdepartmental communications, are warranted, I do believe. The prosecution's position is legally untenable, and this case exemplifies a misuse of judicial resources, malicious prosecution, and overall governmental misconduct. So you would abuse your authority if I exercise my right? Whatever. I don't personally care what you sentence me to. I'm appealing everything today, so it's going to freeze whatever you sentence me to, and we're just going to kick it to a higher court. Because clearly this one is corrupt.
They turning our communities to hot blocks. Yeah, they got Glocks, handcuffs, and badges. They swearing that they hot shots. They want to lock us and throw away the stop. Watch, you know, direct deal, show you how to cop. Watch, cop, watch. Record them when a cop stops. And ignore the pig chatter when a cop talks. You don't need a top-notch camera, just a cop watch. You gotta know your rights or you lose them. So we cop, watch.